Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Back with another episode of Deathmark. We are going, I think we are going anyway, back to the mansion because we need Hiro. Because I'm guessing it has, yes, you, it has something to do with that whole, like, the perfect Buddha thing. Oh wait, yeah, the road is closer to where I want to go. So then we will go back down here. Go down. You can't get anything done if you stay up here. Actually, I guess it is kind of creepy now that there is no singing. I think it is now on the left. Yeah, the handprint door. Okay. Inside the room are a number of Buddha statues. Also, it said only, I have the Miko bells, but only a girl can use those. There are a number of Buddha statues. They're all missing their heads. I think this might be the last episode, I'm not sure. It seems this is where they stored all the various statues they gathered through theft or donations. It feels like something's here. Maybe this is where the heart of the curse or the source of that spirit is. I braced myself for input from the other me, but it doesn't seem like that's happening. Does that mean I should already know? Holy shit, there's blood! Missing its head. Did you not see the blood? Some kind of implement. Statue that seems to be divine general. Its head has been severed. It's a statue that looks like a Vajraja or something. It's missing one of its arms as well as its head. Statue with its head cut off. It looks like it held a weapon in its left hand. It's a statue that looks like a divine general. It has armor from the Tang dynasty. It's a statue with its head cut off. It's lying pitifully on the floor. I search all of the statues. Every statue here has a male body. Suddenly, there's a sound of movement from within the box. Oh, the box was locked? I was supposed to look at all of them? It's coated with a thin layer of dust, but it seems to be in decent enough shape. I managed to open the box. Sheets of white paper are inside. They seem to be a multitude of talismans. Was something sealed here? Hiro peers into the box beside me. So, was something in there? Well, my voice sounds distant. The cause of the curse, what birthed the spirit. There's nothing like that here. No, there's nothing here. What? What do you mean? Then what is that in your hand? Hiro is right. It's not true that there's nothing inside. There's only one thing. I never would have expected something like this. Something that doesn't belong here. A box sealed by talisman has enshrined a Western... It looks like Mary's couch! Western style cushion. Hiro sighs, disappointed. Guess we're out of luck. No way this thing gave birth to a spirit. This song is cool? True. But the state of this room and the voices. Something important was definitely sealed up in this place at one point. Yet there's nothing here. Then the thing we're searching for. Where the hell did it go? A long silence falls between us. It is then that a now familiar pain flares up. What if my mark is actually Mary's mark? What's going on? I don't know, man. I think we're both dying. Is death closing in on us all of a sudden? No, it's... the spirit is here. Oh, okay. I don't have to move or anything. I'm grateful that you guys did that for me. A low sutra chant trembles the air. It feels like my whole body is numb. It may be because of that hum. Blank gun. Gun with blanks, and she uses the bells. I lose consciousness, apparently. I grab the gun, but I can't control my hand. It turns the gun towards my head and fires. The blank explodes. My consciousness fades. There's a strong ringing in my ears, and it's preventing me from hearing the sutra chant. Hiro is clutching her head like they can't hear anything either. The numbness has faded. Nothing happens, making my heart clench. I was injured. She was injured. What am I supposed... What the hell is... I think it means this one. Because I don't have... It's not the blanks one. So probably this. And then... She's supposed to ring the bell again. I think... Oh, I wounded it. The spirit fades and becomes intangible. The soldier is wounded. The spirit turns solid again. We're both injured, but not fatally. You have more... Please stop. Please stop very far away from me. And I guess now we do this one. And then she does the bells again, because that's what she is for. The spirit fades and becomes intangible. Oh, so when you hit it physically, it becomes invisible, so that's when you have to shake the bells at it. We're like close to dying. I do this one, right? Holy shit, sir, your face. The spirit stops. I guess the attack finally worked. Out of nowhere, footsteps approach behind me. I hear coughing, and whoever it is puts their hand on my back. Diamond, is that you? What are you doing? Instead of replying, he shoves something into my hand. It's a large chisel with the grip stained in blood. This is... I found it in that room in the mansion. In that instant, I understand everything. The heart of the curse that we were searching for, the object that gave birth to the spirit. So it was kept in Kujo Mansion? Thanks, I'm going to use it. I grabbed the chisel and faced the spirit. it was talking out of my right ear. I jabbed the chisel at its right ear. It stares at me dispassionately. Finally, it smiles and disappears. The statue stops moving and collapses. It stopped, right? Looks like it. My marks vanished, so it must be over. Mine is still here! Once again, I'm the only one still cursed, so this isn't the last episode. I'm grateful that I made it in time. It was a close call. Thanks for saving us, but you knew that was pretty reckless. I thought I said it's dangerous for a group of mark bearers to go somewhere haunted. Yes, but this seemed important, and it saved our lives in the end. Tell us, Dr. Diamond, what happened at the mansion? To be honest, it's hard for me to logically explain it, but I'll tell you what happened. After you left, I chose to do my own investigation of the mansion. When I passed a certain room, my mark started hurting suddenly. I went inside to look around and found a desk with chisels on it. It's the one we went to earlier. He must mean the room I found. My head was in a haze because of the mark at the time, but it seemed to me that one chisel was engulfed in a black light. I realize now that I must have had a spiritual encounter. But what made you decide that you had to bring the chisel here? You seem sure it'd be effective against that Kanan soldier. I'm not sure myself. I picked it up and heard a voice. The rest was, well, instinct. It was what Banshee mentioned earlier, the heart of the curse that created the spirit, so I knew I had to give it to you. When I looked through that room before, Yasuoka said that the Kujo family used to create Buddha statues a long time ago. It's possible that chisel was used to create the statue that became the Kanan soldier. I don't know what that voice was that he heard. Probably something like the mysterious voice that's guided me before. You know, I haven't heard it in a while. Maybe that was Mary. That's all I can tell you. Now then, Yashiki, should we go back to the mansion? We need to update Banshee on all that's happened. I didn't bother telling him anything. Yeah. Searching for documents on the mark, carting all the statues out. It'll take more than a day to do all that. We should go back to the mansion and figure out what to do next. What, we're leaving already? I wanted to examine this place. I glanced at the statue fallen on the floor. Sorry, but you'll have to do that another time. Fine. In exchange, not one word about this shelter to anyone else. I'm going to study every inch of it. Yeah, okay. Damn, you almost died here. I know the danger's past, but you've gotten over this way too quickly. I'm impressed with your nerves of steel, or is it more willpower? You can say that again. We return to the concrete passageway. I might be imagining it, but it feels like the air in here is a little less stagnant than it was before. We climb up out of the manhole in En Nome South Alley. Banshee runs up to us, waving. His ever-present smell wafts off him. Couldn't you at least give him a bath? Figured I'd find you here. You gave me a shock dashing out of the mansion like that, Diamond. Then the next thing I knew, my mark was gone. What happened? I just needed to deliver something. You really saved us. I'd rather not think of the consequences if you hadn't made it in time. I don't get it, but it sounds like you did good work, Diamond. Well then, if I must do my own investigation another day, are we splitting ways here? Our marks are gone now. Yashiki still has his, though. This always happens. I'm used to it. Was that a tap out I just saw? Select button. Yep, that was a typo. But now I might be able to change that. I finally discovered where the stolen statues from H Shrine are. I'm lost, but I'm glad for you. It's thanks to all of you. I'll figure out the rest by myself. You all should return to your regular lives. You're saying we should split up then? You sure you'll be okay? Something will work out eventually. Besides, this is Saya Kujo's dying wish. I want to respect it. Huh. Well, thanks. I'll head back then. I've been missing all those chemical smells from the lab. Good to hear your research is exciting, but don't forsake your humanity over it and end up like Miss Zhu. Like I do that. It's not even funny, by the way. Oh, yeah, Mr. Yashiki. Whenever you want to get those statues, I'll help out. Until then, see you. I'll be off as well. Honestly, this is all has put a strain on me. I'm barely staying upright. Whatever you do, don't collapse on your way back home, please. Hey, Yashiki. One day, I'm hoping to let the public know about the underground shelter, for the sake of the wandering souls without a proper burial. I'd like it if you helped with it. See you around. Guess I'll go too. You're not returning to the shelter, are you? I'm not that brave. The soldier's gone, but there are plenty of other things down there. I'll give it a few days to settle. So you're still planning on going back? I'm not sure I'd call that a smart move. Comes with living this kind of life. I'll bunker down in a park or under a bridge until things calm down. See ya, Yashiki. Bring more food next time, yeah? You ate enough for 10 people in 5 minutes. The former mark bearers have all left. I should probably head to the mansion myself. I got to decide what to do next. I thought I would finish the games. What? I hear a voice calling from behind me. I turned back to see Banshee in the middle of the road staring intently at me. What's wrong? I remember now. His eyes are as wide as saucers. I forgot because of the mark, but I've met you before. What? What do you mean? Well, let me think. He scratches his chin. I know his memories are probably all a mess, having just gotten them back, but I don't have time to wait for him. Ah, yes, we first met 5 years ago, and then again 10 days ago. I feel like I've been struck by lightning. 10 days ago. No, wait, is 10 days ago when we did Miss Zhu? I first arrived at Kujo Mansion 10 days ago. That means I met him before I lost my memories. I need to know, who in the world am I? I couldn't say. I wasn't interested in asking your name, and you didn't give it. Then tell me what you do know. Tell me about myself, please. Okay. I owe you for the food, so ask. What should I ask about? 5 years ago, you showed up at the shelter, wanted to know about the Heavenly Buddha project, gave me food. Huh. Actually, you were more focused on the Kujo family than the Kanan soldier. Why did we talk about them? The head at the time was majorly involved in the project. He was famous for his spiritual power, so the army asked him to help. He loaned them a number of his family's prized sacred treasures. You really zeroed in on that bit. Do you know what exactly the army got? Yeah, the shelter had a list. A mirror, a chisel, Buddha statues, cursed objects, and holy talismans. They will all return to the family, which means they're all at the mansion now. You kept popping by a few times until one day you just didn't. I only saw you next 10 days ago. Next is... Excuse me. I just seen the Kanan soldier, and you can bet I booked it out the manhole. I ran into you on the street. Had you treat me to food to celebrate. Thanks for that, by the way. Banshee's talking about the person I was before I lost my memories. It's weird to hear about myself this way. You mentioned you'd been overseas. You only came back recently, about a month ago. Oh, and that's when I learned of the mark. You told me about it. It slipped my mind until just now. By that time, was my right arm... Yeah, it had the mark. You were acting all odd though. You'd go to remember something, then stumble over the words. The curse was probably in the late stages. In fact, I'd completely forgotten my name and passed a few hours after that. By the by, I got something to tell you. This here Banshee Ito is of much nobler character than regular folk. That's why I lead a detached life away from the world's vulgarities. What are you trying to say? I could be crazy desperate, but I'd never shame my dear departed mom or divine providence. You understand? No, you lost me. I'm saying I'd never resort to stealing, even dying of hunger. Here, these are yours. He pulls out a wristwatch and a wallet. Each looks like an antique. They're inlaid with subtle designs. You forgot them at the restaurant. Let me see them. I grabbed them both and rushed to open the wallet. But there's no driver's license. There was no driver's license or company card with an ID in it when you got it. Don't ask me. You said you forgot your old wallet somewhere and lost it. It was probably in there. Oh. I look at what else is in the wallet. Bills, coins, and a number of familiar business cards. Sayo Kusho, spirit healer. Ah, those things. He tried to give me one. Told me to go there if I remembered anything. But I gave it back. I don't make a habit of carrying useless stuff. Sayo Kusho's card was in my pocket when I first arrived at Kusho Mansion. It must have been the one Banshee returned. There's no doubt about it. I lost all my memories after I met Banshee. I've asked everything I want to know, but something's still bugging me. Did I say anything about the mark when you saw me 10 days ago? Well, I was so focused on eating that I wasn't paying full attention. Are you kidding? Oh, yeah, you said the same thing as Hiro about the Kanan soldier. There's no way a human head on a statue will make it move. But it did actually move. That's what I thought too. And then you said something strange. Well then, what a surprise. You said what happened 50 years ago wasn't because of the projects. But with that, I will be ending this episode, so thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe and share this video with your friends. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!